Good afternoon. We're in the town of Great Yarmouth, here on the east coast. It's in the county where I live, in Norfolk. It's a very popular seaside place here in the summertime. And to my right hand side, we've got the pleasure beach. Can't go in at the minute because you need a pass to go in there. But I'm not sure whether the roller coaster is still working. It was one of the oldest wooden original roller coasters in the UK until a few years ago. Many people who have been to Great Yarmouth will have many fond memories on the roller coaster. We still have a decent few rides here for people. Years ago, you could just walk in and pay for each ride, but now I think you need like a day pass or something. Yes, very popular. Got some nice little rides there. We're down the bottom end of Great Yarmouth. We're now walking up the Golden Mile. I have literally walked down here, and there's a lot of people up the top. Very windy. I don't know whether it's coming through okay or not. It's just a bit of a trial. The wind is very much a southerly, coming straight up the Golden Mile. It's at my back, so hopefully the microphone, which is pinned to my chest, will protect it. Residential area down the bottom here, on the left hand side. In the distance you'll probably be able to see a big wheel, which has been here for a few years now. I know you can get some fantastic views from up the top. Something I've not been on. I'm not into heights, to be fair. And I was walking down. There's a thing called a slingshot, which we'll video when we go past it. So I thought I'd just try and get as much of the pleasure beach as I could. But as I thought I could walk in there and just show the rides. It's mainly for sort of teenage kids. There's a place at the top here called Joyland, which is more for kids under 10. But I sort of just started the video and then I realised I couldn't walk in there. So again, there's a lot of holiday makers down here at the minute. A lot of people from inland, from your Lutons, Leicesters, Great Yarmouth. It does have everything, to be honest. Somewhere I don't really come that much. It's on a doorstep. We're just sort of used to it, so we're a bit ungrateful, really. But there's a lot of holiday camps around here, not just in Great Yarmouth, but sort of villages close by. To the south, we have Galston, Hopton, Lowestoft, and to the north, you've got one of the oldest haven camps at Caister-on-Sea, and all packed. Hemsby, the village was fallen into the sea. So there's the start of the pleasure beach. I'll just scan you around. Something you can't really get into. They've got gates there now. And if you are coming to Great Yarmouth, there's plenty of parking spaces. Yes, you're going to have to pay for them, but on the left hand side here is a big car park, and you can park there no problem. I'll keep the video rolling all the way up if I can. On the first things we come to is the Wellington Pier. Wellington Pier was one of two piers we have here in Great Yarmouth. The other being the Britannia Pier, which is at the top. Wellington Pier, I believe, was built in about 1850s. but series of fires burnt it down a few times and rebuilt a few times. And I do believe that one of the big people who had put money or had took the lease is Jim Davidson. He has a lot to do with Great Yarmouth. Put a lot of money into this restoration of the piers, and I do still think that he has a show at the Britannia Pier at the top, but I think he has now given the lease up to some bigger holdings company, some amusement holdings company. So I'll get on the left hand side, you've got a little kart track. I know just a little bit further up there's a mini golf. I'm going to try and do both sides as I walk up here, and I say we'll see how it comes out. Left hand side as we come, there's a lot of bed and breakfasts up there. We'll just sort of show you them as we go a bit further up. A lot of competition for bed and breakfasts. Typical seaside, old sort of hotel, old houses, and prices vary, but you can get a bedroom for £30–40 a night, which is not bad. You can pay whatever you want, but if you want a cheaper end, if you just want a bed and a shower for one night, then you know it's a lot of half decent places down here. It's got a Premier Inn just behind me, just next to the Pleasure Beach, which is new. Been there for 5 years. Stayed in there a few times. Comfortable, no problem. So we're coming up towards the Wellington Pier. The train on the left hand side. You also see some horse and carts going up and down this Golden Mile. They're not cheap, probably 15–20 quid. Little model village in there, things for kids, trampolines. You know, I suppose you've got Blackpool on the west of England, up near Manchester, Liverpool, and on the east coast there, you know, Skegness, is Clacton, and certainly I think one of the biggest ones here is Great Yarmouth. And as we get further up, you'll see it is quite packed. It's August the 19th. It's a Monday. 23–24 degrees. As I say, we'll just see one of these horse and carts come on past us there. You can go up and down. Here we go. 15–20 minute ride up to one end and back to the other. So when I come into sort of busier part outside the Wellington Pier, typical fish and chips, donuts, ice cream, you want it, keep the kids happy. I'd hate to think what the price of fish and chips now are. The chips probably £2.50–3 quid. Piece of fish, 8–9 quid. It's not a cheap meal nowadays. Sausage and chips will probably cost you a fiver. And say fish and chips is going to cost you over 10 quid, so you aren't going to get much change at 30–40 quid for a family. So on the left hand side you've got a big hotel, Carlton Hotel. A lot of side streets with a lot of hotels. Nelson Hotels there, St George's. So on the left, right hand side here we have the start of the Wellington Pier. A lot of amusements there. 10-pin bowling alley. Yeah, it's nice in there. Nice for kids to spend there. 2p's. Ice creams everywhere. Original part of the Wellington Pier over there. It needs a little bit of restoration. So we're getting closer to this eye. Big wheel there. Again, I'm not too sure how much it costs to go on, probably about 10 quid. And if we're lucky, we'll see the slingshot. I did originally think the big wheel was only going to be here for a couple of seasons, but maybe it was profitable and they kept it there, so certainly always fairly busy. But I think it's a place where once you've been on it once, you don't really need to go again. So one of the things they do have there is a sea life. Yeah, it's fine in there, getting expensive, but what isn't? So the wheel is slowly going round. They come to the start on the left hand side with a lot of restaurants. A lot of the amusements are all down the left hand side there, and there's a lot of them, all ready to take your pound coins and your 10 pences, your 2p's. So we're just going to look at the wheel. Yeah, nice views, but not for me. So there's the slingshot. Oops, just come down a bit. You see it's getting busy now. A lot of people at lunchtime. So I'm just going to cross over, see if there is anyone in the slingshot. I don't think there is. So one of the good things also with Great Yarmouth is it's got a lovely beach. We'll try and go on the pier in a little while and show you how nice the beach is here. So the slingshot, don't look like there's anyone in there. No, no one's. 10 quid. 10 quid a go. Lasts probably 3 or 4 minutes. So you've got the Caffs and Harry Ramsden's world famous fish and chips, showboat takeaway and flamingo amusements. T-shirt places and more ice cream places.
Oh my God!
One of the one thing Yarmouth did have is the Marina Centre. It's a swimming pool and different things, but it got knocked down a few years ago and rebuilt. Excuse me, a bit of hay fever. One thing over here, which we do go to sometimes, is the Hippodrome Circus. I think it's built in about 1903. And it's one of the only ones in the world that's got a suspended floor where all the water comes up. They have a few shows at Christmas time which has got all sort of famous gymnasts and acrobats from around the world, and so the floor disappears and they do like a big water spectacular. So it's nice Christmas time. Come down, tickets about £20, and yeah, we always come down each year. They do have shows throughout the summer as well, but Christmas one is nice. So it's over 120 years old. Another little train. As I say, Great Yarmouth is buzzing. It's a popular very, very popular place. A lot of Midlanders and Northerners. Golf course on the right hand side there. Castaway Island. Something for the kids to do. More food places. Toasties, crepes, paninis and cakes. So it is mid-season now, so you will see there is a lot of people. The more you get towards the top, the more packed it becomes. Just gonna walk past these. So most of the amusements are on the left hand side here. Silver Slipper is a big one, and these are open pretty much all year round. You come down here winter time and the electric they use is unbelievable. There are 3 people inside, but yeah, give people something to do. So the Marina Centre was built, I don't know, say 5 or 6 years ago, something like this. Swimming pool and nice car park on the right hand side. People to park there. So you can pretty much get everything down here. It's got all the McDonald's and KFCs, it's got all the supermarkets, Indian restaurants, you name it, it's down here. So anybody who wants to come to Yarmouth, yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. Just bring a nice wallet if you've got kids. But yeah, come down here a few times a year. I say we're probably about 30-35 miles away. But so we've been brought up with Great Yarmouth, so we're fairly used to it. So come down here, so a couple of evenings. Probably hear the wind now, it's very gusty around my back. It's not cold. Temperature 23, 24, which is about average for this time of year, and being on the coast you'd normally get a bit of wind from the sea, but no, it's nice. Most people in shorts. It's hazy, but no, it's fine. So we are just walking past the marina. Swimming pool inside. So we're walking towards, on the right hand side, towards the tops of the Britannia Pier. A bit more going on with that one. You can walk all the way to the end. In the distance you can probably see where the theatre is. A lot of acts still perform there. All your different old typical seaside acts. Probably Shawaddy Waddy and as I know, Jim Davison will always appear there. Pirates Cove Golf Place on this right hand side. Again, there's more places to take your money. I think Yarmouth is pretty much typical. Most places like this, no different to Blackpool. You go a couple of streets in, and yeah, it's, I wouldn't have said it's a deprived area, but obviously there are jobs down here. But I suppose it's all tourism. You come down here winter time and not too much open. So people who do work on the tourism area will go away and find jobs within factories and different things around Norfolk. So we're now sort of walking towards the top of the Golden Mile. A lot more restaurants on the left hand side here. Nice fish, fresh fish. Chroma crabs are sold here. Chroma very famous for its, say, crabs at the Norfolk coast. And I'm just going to try and scan you around towards the end of the Britannia Pier, which is in the distance there, behind the white building. White building's the theatre. Britannia Pier and theatre. I've got a few amusements on the way down there. So we're just going to walk up to the pier, show you Joyland, which is a kiddies, probably an under 10, under 8s or 9s, just a little amusement place for them. Go on the snails. Again, anyone who has been to Yarmouth before will always been on the snails. They're still here from about 30, 40 years ago. So we're now going to come up to the start of the Britannia Pier and probably do another video walking up Regent Road, which has got all the tacky shops, cheap burgers, hot dogs, and all the shops you expect to see at a busy seaside. Try to sell you all hats and different things. So just coming up to the start of Britannia Pier. Hair braiding, tattoos, Joyland on the right hand side. Perfect for kids. All the little rides. Yeah, Joyland's been there for quite a while. People are just enjoying the sunshine, having a rest, sitting down here. There's a cinema in the distance. Lots of bed and breakfasts over there. Prom hotel. A fair few down these roads. Again, 30, 40, 50 pound a night. It's not bad, even August time. So who have we got up here? Let's have a look. We're going to scan you around. Supreme Queen, Toten Tina, Jim Davis and Jimmy Carr, Shawaddy Waddy, Roy Chubby Brown, Sarah Milliken. Yeah, there's plenty going on there. Razor Ruddock, an evening with Stuart Pearce, Elvis on tour, Drifters. So yeah, it's a good place to be. So at the top there, you're going towards the race course. It has a bowls green there. So I'm just going to stop this video here. It's now 25 minutes long, and I'll start when I walk down this little road over here called Regent Road, where you've got all the shops, and as you say, it's busy, very, very busy. So we'll speak to you in number 2. Cheers.